Welcome back, everyone, and sorry about the delay there. We are back right in the thick of things for the decider map between OG Esports and the Falcons. 2 versus 2 on the retake. Maka will eliminate Dexter, and Flames is all that remains, just with a Galil trying to retake his best in, but Maka will silence him. 3 kills in the round for him, and Falcons continue their flawless streak on Overpass.
Stylish stuff there from Maka, but yes, CSGO, happy birthday. But also thank you for releasing a patch in the middle of this best of 3 series. Just as we were getting into the third map, but at least it wasn't halfway through and a player disconnected or any chaos like that. We just missed a couple of rounds, which isn't too bad. I can see how this one's starting to pan out. Dexter had saved into that second round, so he's decided to go for the hero AWP into this round. Interesting decision, because it's got no armor behind it, and his teammates don't have much either. I'm very interested to see what he wants to get done with this. Okay, that's what he wants to get done. Finds the opener onto MBK. He can reposition now that he's fired off that shot as well.
Yes, he can. Haji with a smoke over towards heaven. Spamming, just trying to keep all of OG interested. Because look at what's happening here. The entirety of the Falcons are making their way over towards this A bomb site. Neofrag, the only player that could potentially do something, but Haji has found him as well. So, nothing doing for OG. Dexter with the AWP. 1 kill. That is honestly just about it.
Yeah, and I like that from Falcons as well. Dexter gets that kill with the AWP, and if you know how AWPers play, they tend to rotate after they find an opener when they're playing in these rounds where the economy isn't great, where they've got to have impact. They have to keep mobile. And Falcons, they exploit that knowledge to continue pushing where that AWP had just been posted up. They find themselves an open bomb site. Get themselves an easy third round. They did have some struggles closing out Overpass earlier in this day in the best of 1. Was against Fnatic. They were able to get it over the line in the end, 16-14. Off to a good start here against OG. Winner of this will qualify for the RMRs and will still continue to play on 4 seeding. The loser gets a second chance in the loser bracket.
Let's see it with the guns then. Haji trying to take short control right now. Masuta flashing over. But no early exchanges gathered. OG want to try and take this short control away from this T side. It's a bit more of a slower one from the Falcons. Good control towards Fountain. Good control towards Connector. That spam looked like it was dead on, but does not miss the mark.
Dexter, he's hunting in towards short with the AWP. There's a player here. Haji, nearby. And Peachy uses that to find the kill onto Dexter. Does get brought low. Python's even found Flames looking for more. Figu is able to get 1 in response. Just to fall back. Next is rotated over as well. He's found a kill onto Haji. Putting it back now into the 3 versus 3, but they're continuing to push the issue. They're not slowing down here, but neither is Nexa. He's managed to find Maka. Now both these players coming in from short. Nexa fixated on Monster. Masuda's going to try and flush him out with the Molotov. MBK has also found a kill, so it's all on Nexa here. It's found 2 already, and even makes it a third. The bomb drop, but MBK gets the trade. Neofrag on the rotation now in a 1 versus 1.
Bomb recovered. Still got a flashbang. That smoke is aiding him to potentially have a little bit more of a safe passage towards the B bomb site, but there's so many nooks and crannies to try and clear. Fakes out the bomb. Neofrag baited in perfectly. MBK, the experience on this man is unrivaled, and Falcons prevail. It's another clutch from MBK in the series.
Yeah, great stuff from MBK. Goes to the fake plant far open where he knows that's the sort of off angle he wants to hold when Neofrag goes in for that swing. Able to get that kill, pull it off. 1 versus 2 in the end. 4 in a row for Falcons, as T side looking very solid early on, and OG once again not going to have too much to work with. The old Deagle Scout special. Falcons, a lot of pressure over towards B. Short thoroughly into their control. Zutari is even given up towards A, going to make his way towards B. There's a bit of info for OG as they did push out long. Fully commit to it. Python, he's found Nexus. Now they've got the man advantage and they don't have to press the issue yet.
Oh.
Well,
I don't know if you got that, Lucy, but the server's just gone for me.
That's most likely courtesy of that lovely update.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, guys. We're playing Tuscan is how we're going to be finishing this one off.
No, we're not. We're not.
that was a joke, yes. I do have to say it. Okay.
All right.
Suspense. What's going to happen?
Oh, we're going to Inferno. This is definitely not the map. So what we are going to do instead is throw it to a break. We'll get it fixed, and hopefully we'll see you in a second. Sorry about this. Well, guys, we're here. It's not quite Tuscan. It's still Overpass. And Falcons are still in the lead, it seems. Can only apologise for all the server difficulties. We are in the here and now. And in this present moment, VQ is being spammed through the smoke. Flames has got good control over towards short, but MBK is looking to absolutely punish him. Nexa is full blind, but gets traded out as well. The Falcons are completely overwhelming B short.
Man advantage now. Falcons looking very solid on the T side from what we've been able to see. It can be a little funky, but Hachi's aim is not. Dexter removed, ADP calculating. Piku is still here, but Maka trades him out immediately. So for Neo frag, well, no fragging for him. Just saving. Neo save. What it should be called right now. Oh, he's even going to get a chance at that. Jeez. The hairs on his chin. He's going to get away. For now. Because they do look like they're keen on the hunt. It's out towards long. Python is looking for him.
Are they going to find him? Is Neofrag going to survive on 4 HP? Or will he lose out the M4? They're running at him. He's going to hear this. Going to have to turn around. But there's a player in playground as well. And Neofrag gets completely overwhelmed. 6-0. The Falcons. This is getting out of hand for OG. They need to calm down. Take a pause. Try and reassess the situation. The money. Oh, it's just really not in the best spot.
Yeah, and also, I mean, thinking back to Mirage, right, it really felt like the second half of that that last half was really Falcons that have all the momentum. They were playing kind of out of their minds. Unfortunately, they conceded way too many rounds early on, so they couldn't stage that comeback. But they brought that momentum over, getting off to a great start on this T side, 6-0. What an amazing start for them. Not looking to stop anytime soon. This is, by the way, the 6-0, and Masood has yet to even get a kill. That's a bizarre scoreline if I ever saw one.
Fair play. Don't even need him right now. OG, they desperately need this round. Or at least one of them in the following couple. Neo frag with the scout immediately. Gives it over to Dexter. Just going for the spawn. Resmokes now come aplenty for OG early. Bit of a one-way towards Monster. But in fact, it's just going to favour Hadji.
Yeah, that smoke. That feels like it maybe should have landed elsewhere, but Hadji, what is that? Just spamming as he fades away. Catches Flames off guard. Moves his head through the smoke. That's very unlucky. That was not intentional by any measure. But he'll take it. And they've taken the A bomb site, especially with Dexter going down there. Masuta does get his first on the board. Here in round number 7. 7-0. What a start for Falcons.
Falcons beat Fnatic on Overpass to get here into this position. And where they looked their weakest was on that CT side. But 7-0 is an absolute statement to OG, who cannot find a thing right now. This is absolutely unrelenting from this French side. And Nexa might even die as well. It's just the Eagles to be retrieved. That's a great kill at the very least, but it comes in too little too late. AK can be brought over, but the Falcons are currently running away with the game.
Yeah, this looks flawless. Maybe you get another gun round out. You get to really do anything with it. Lex has had his hands in the AWP a few times, but not looking quite as potent with it as he was on Mirage. Short aggression this time from OG. Taking thorough control, but this has happened in the past, and Falcons were able to clear it out easily, but Neofrag has found the opener. Flames is chiming for one of his own. Oh, even gets a second. Can't quite transfer onto the third, but the damage is done. Just Maka and Python remaining. This flawless streak looking to potentially come to an end here. Unless they can pull off the 2 versus 4. VQ is here. So is Nexa. Close by. They are waiting for these players to make their way onto site. Can he try and play the retake Nexa? He's just close combat with that M4. Maka goes for the peek onto Dexter, and Dexter closes it out. So OG do get their first on the board on the CT side, but, well, it's 9 rounds in.
They can still make it 8. There's still time. There's still a way back in. That round looked a lot more dominant. Taking clean control over towards Short Flames with some crucial kills in that monster pipe. And, wow, Falcons batted and knocked down 1 peg. But then you're right, there's still an awfully long way to go. Plenty of money in the bank account means another buy can come in. Smoking off the connector. Spam can come through for a lot of damage. And Nexa removes MBK.
Alright. Starting to find some ways into this. Finding these openers. Now it's just aggression out towards Monster. Flames here with the spray. He's going to get 2, but he gets caught off eventually. Kill advantage, though, it is for OG. As Nexus looking to clean up, standing in the flames to find Maka. And despite those pretty decent entries in towards Monster, well, once Flames went down, OG keep that fairly clean. 3 players alive allows them to continue to build this economy up. The Falcons, courtesy of so many consecutive early, still have the full buy here.
No warp though for Maka. And he's one of the players that was doing incredible things over on Vertigo. However, not this time. Connector door being the bane of the Falcons in the last couple of rounds. Haji getting aggressive out short. That's one good kill. And he follows up for the second as well. Flames now removed. 2-man advantage with Neofrag burning alive and catching stray bullets through the smoke. It does not look like a good time for OG in round number 10. Oh, especially with that kill falling Misuta's way. And guess what? There's another player in toilets. Maka can get an AWP for himself as well. Next to the IGL is all that remains, and he's being held by MBK.
It's going to find him at the very least, but very little chance of making something happen here. There's still potential that kills will be given to him. Just courtesy of the fact that this bomb has to be retrieved, and so Nexa might find his way into some interesting positions. Going up connector at the moment, there is a player sitting at the top holding for it. Goes for the clear, but Python, a little bit of a better angle for him. So Falcons get up to 8. They secure themselves a half already. Still 5 more rounds to play as well, so potential to get up to double digits. In fact, I would say it's looking very likely.
What a start. OG mostly got all the pieces to this buy. Fiku on the Deagle. But the rest of the troops quite well armed. No molly towards T-ramp. That's deliberate to allow Dexter just to peek on over. It doesn't even fire a shot. Rotating back now are the Falcons. They've got the space out at long at the very least.
Thing. And keep MBK over this side of the map. So he is going to move back past Fountain now, looking to connect with his team. Another smoke deployed in towards the monster as well, and actually re-aggression to short the name of the game here. I think where the Falcons respect this smoke. Could be an opportunity, but they are going to fade. And he's going to be delivered a kill. Flames peeks into him. Guess that one for free. Fiku going to recover the M4 at the very least. See how wary he is for MBK in towards connector. That's keeping him interested while the rest of Falcons make their way out through Monster. There is no one here to receive them. Nexus sneaks out to the smoke, but he is punished for it. Python removes Fiku. Dexter is not able to do anything into this round as the bomb goes down. He's smoked off with just an AWP, and, well, he's just going to want to save that one. Neofrag doing the same thing on the other side of the map.
It's this B bomb site again. In that game, Falcons versus Fnatic, it was actually the Falcons' weakness on the defense, but this time they're using it to their advantage on the attack. Time and time again, OG, they just completely collapse under the pressure. And another save needs to come in, but this just really needs to stop. 9 rounds on the board. Falcons have already won out the half. The question is, they could do serious damage in this attack, and OG, there might not be enough rounds where they can work their way back in. This is night and day from what we saw on both maps in the series. Overpass, Falcons look like a different beast.
I feel like OG have had the wind knocked out of them. Falcons soaring high above. Haji looking good, 13 for 7. Everyone really chiming in here. Still a chance, but the fact that they've gotten off to this sort of start on the T side is not a good sign for OG, and this round is not going to be great either. Once again, looking to Dexter with the AWP to do it all, and there's the opportunity here. It's a stack in towards Monster. Haji is going to find the opener though. They're swinging out for more. Flames goes down, but it's the collateral from Dexter. He's found 2 and he's looking for more, but Haji is going to deny it. Cuts him down. Oh, he even finds Nexa Python. Clears it up. Neofrag nowhere to be found. And a 10th. Definitely going to be happening.
What more can Dexter do there? He gets a collateral. There's 3 players with Deagles and Falcons. Clear every single angle on this bomb site. And OG need to run away. AWP can't be saved over now. Thankfully, there's money in the bank for Dexter. The rest of OG's finances are not best placed. Neofrag just needs to try and hold on to this M4. But that's double digits already found by the Falcons. What a performance by this French side. They've hit the ground running and then some. Roster changes coming in. Masuta and MBK. And these could be the pieces of the puzzle that Falcons need to take them to the next level.
I love that little right-click HE to blow the doors, the flash setup from the teammate as well. Obviously not on the other side, but looked very stylish when they did it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Falcons looking invigorated with this change to the roster. MBK and Masuda feeling like they've slot in perfectly. Although really, feels like Haji and Maka have been the two players who've been talking about the most here. MBK has obviously had a few great clutches, and that's what he's there for. Falcons could be on their way to the RMR. You just need 6 rounds to do it. Or do you need many, many more? 14 more, to be precise, if they want to do it in regulation. Current trends, not pointing in their direction.
Oh, that spam. MBK put on red alert. But for OG, look at this. 4 players all stacked down on B. They're so scared about the Falcons hitting it, but it's a completely different layer. Instead, they're working their way up Divider. Dexter is here, but that's it. That's the only player. If he gets removed early, there's no real rotations apart from Neofrag, who's just starting to creep his way up. But they're going to completely go past him. Dexter's caught out a bomb site. Not that the Falcons know it. It's completely open. Neofrag is here in the nick of time. Does double up. Goes for the third, but then runs out of bullets. So it's a 3 versus 3. That bomb, it can now go down. But OG needs to retake. It's another fake. And then Nexa gets completely obliterated. Masuta does not know when to plant the bomb.
Pros do fake, it would seem. Now the 2 versus 3, a difficult retake, but Fiku has found one onto Masuta. They have 2 smokes and an incendiary to work with as well. But this smoke deployed by the T's makes this a little bit more tricky. The player tucked in here, but he does go down. Maka, he's removed. Smoker be deployed. Incendiary thrown out as well. So much utility to work with. That's actually not where this T is coming from. He's coming from behind. He's found the kill. And now Flames, he's trying to stick the bomb, but he gets spotted. His leg peeking out, and Haji comes up clutch in the 1v2. 17 kills for Haji.
Oh, goodness me. Haji, well, he's had enough. He wants to bring the Falcons through and qualify them for the RMR. And what a statement this would be. 11-2 against OG on the T side of Overpass. You lose the knife and then you bring out this performance in the first half of the decider map of this best of 3 series. We've gone the distance, but right now it's looking like an absolute stomp. Dexter will bring out the AWP again. In fact, the entirety of OG will force Neofrag trying to find position on this party angle. Masuta is even considering it. What a spray from him. Kill not converted from the CT side, and things are going bad to worse for OG.
Crumbling here under the pressure. Falcons looking to apply the killing blow. Tell you what, 12 T rounds, that would be a killing blow. Even 11, I mean, look, double digits is absolutely disgusting. Walking into the stack there, and Nexa has found the flank in MBK. There is potential here for OG. 2 players close towards Monster. Fiku all on him. That smoke coming through at the perfect timing. They're going to walk straight through it. And for Fiku, it's a cleanup. Sprays them both down. Python trying to get something done here, trying to push through, and he finds the kill, looking for more as well. There's still a player in the smoke, trying to play around it. The spray comes through. Python is saving the day here for Falcons. Dexter still here with the AWP. Does remove Python though, so now it's all on Maka. 1 versus 2 with the AWP in hand. Knows where Dexter is. Trying to find him, trying to look for this fight. Not being given to him. 20 seconds on the clock. Dexter is sitting back on such a passive line. Maka is fully aware of it, knows exactly where this player is. He'll try and swing into it, but Dexter, holding the line, ready for it, takes him down.
So that's 1 back, but the best that they can actually achieve right now is 4. It's still a dire situation for OG. They've left it all to do in this second half. And that was nearly a collapse again, right? You had that advantage situation for OG. And then the player coming in from short from the Falcons just does it all. Sprays them through the smoke as Python. And Dexter, yes, he reclaims 2 kills. He gets the bomb site back under wraps. But it should never be that close, especially when they've got the man advantages. Falcons looking to get aggressive again. Try and take this B water control completely away from OG. These spams have been good all half long, but have never really amounted to a kill consistently. And these flashes just going to rain over short. Falcons, they're going to try and reclaim it. There's a lot of players here, though, and Fiku will actually clean up. And that's the bomb dropped in for Flames as well. 2 versus 4. Make it 2 versus none. Because the Falcons will concede 4 at the very least, but they take 11 on their T side.
Yeah, that is a dominant T half. 11 rounds. A huge performance here from Falcons. OG do get a couple at the end, but certainly feels like too little too late. You know what they say about 11 full halves? There's a 7-round difference between them. No, that pistol round, very important coming into this. Falcons win it. Pretty much GG.
It's an absolute, crucial pistol round for OG. What a T side from the Falcons. What pressure over towards this B side of the map. And then to just change it as well. Completely make OG panic. Reinforce it with 4 players and then execute on towards A. Dexter gets caught lacking over towards toilets. And it was just really well played all round. What a half from this French side. They're a dark horse all throughout the scene. These roster changes have been really impactful from them. I think the same goes for the other French organisations. I'm excited to see what Jax can do on Heat as well. Yet to see him perform. It's exciting. Yeah, these changes are really good.
Yeah, it feels like French CS getting a bit of a resurgence, you know. Many a moon ago, it feels like we had some very dominant French rosters. They were able to put up some pretty incredible results, but it's been a while since the French scene has had teams that have been competing at kind of the top level. It certainly feels like, well, obviously Vitality is the exception there, but they kind of not really a French squad anymore. International now. So really it is Falcons and Heat. These full French-speaking rosters. Waiting for these players to ready up before we hop into the second half. For the loser of this, as I've mentioned a couple of times, they are not out of this RMR qualifier. Still get another chance. But they're going into the loser bracket, where there'll be 4 teams competing for the 5th spot. Winners of all these quarterfinals getting a spot apiece. One of those teams. Mouse, another. 2 fairly expected outcomes. Maybe the one not expected was Aurora Gaming, who did defeat Blue Jays and secured themselves a spot in the RMRs.
Pretty cool. It's always good to see one of those deep runs from a team that you never really expect to make it through, but then they do, and then they end up surprising a few people. It's such a platform that they can just feed themselves off, give themselves a spotlight here at the RMR. And well, it kind of reminds me a little bit in the UK of the FA Cup, you know, when like the teams from like the Championship and League One play these Premier League sides and the more well-established names. It kind of gives me that sort of vibe, and it's all the magic of the RMR Open Qualifier stages. And well, congratulations to Aurora, who have made it through and qualified as well.
Well, let's see which 4th team will be joining. Falcons looking like they are ready to take that spot. OG on the T side. Now to do it all here. Backs against the wall. Light utility purchase on both sides. We're seeing the classic 4B1 mid for info setup. And well, that is info delivered. MBK even firing off a few shots onto Dexter. The stack coming into play early on. This is tricky. Maybe peering on over. Maka even going to jump to try and get the info. Not going to spot anyone, and that is huge.
Oh, they're going to burst out the door here. Mac has made so much noise, but he still hits the headshot anyway. Takes one to the grave. Masuta dinked on down as well. Next, about to run the gauntlet out towards Monster. But OG, they've got the control. They don't even need to execute. Neofrag lining up the heaven smoke. Will eventually place it down. Masuta is still very, very low. Flashbang comes in. And that's him removed as well. Hadji from the back lines goes 1 for 1. These trades still favour the T side as they place the bomb down on B.
Kid in play though. This retake can come through and they don't need to rush things. The USPs, they just need to find the headshots. MBK is looking. Oh, Frag's just going to swing out and remove him. Dexter does the same onto Python. So OG, they get the pistol. It's critical. And I can't believe amongst all of that, Flames gets a kill with the burst fire on the Glock. It's not super common. Does fire slightly faster, obviously, than just clicking. It's like, I can't do the noise, but you can imagine the noise of a burst fire Glock. You just heard it. One Flame's got a kill. Now, Falcons are forced into it, which gives OG an opportunity if they can convert this one to steadily close that difference.
Fast B. 4 players waiting outside Monster for OG. And on the flip side, 4 players waiting for the Falcons over in the bomb site. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath. Over towards the second letter of the alphabet. Another boost coming up. Same thing we saw on the pistol. However, this time, there are players already past. Barrel spotted. Python. Oh, full blind, but still hits the timing shot. Magnificent from him. And even goes one better as well. The spam takes out Neofrag. The Deagle kills. They are coming in. This looks like it was starting to fall apart, but the Mac 10 at short goes 1 for 1 as well. Fiku versus Masuta. And Masuta's been brought down so low. HE available for Fiku if he decides to use it. And that'll win OG the round.
Boom goes the dynamite. HE thrown through to close things out, but those Deagle shots, Python, unbelievable. The first shot is insane enough. Full blind hits the timing kill. The second one's just on the spam. He's just trying to spam into that smoke, and a player walks into his crosshair, gets his head removed. Falcons make it close, but OG do get it over the line. And now, looking like that 7th is feeling very likely. Exactly how you'd expect this to play out. This is that storyline of the comeback. It's still the conversion. And there you go. The gun round is the true test.
Look at these boosts. Look at Python. He catch out Nexa. Oh, and he will! Oh, what a boost. Falcons, they know all the party tricks. And Dexter will spray down 3 at the very least. And now MBK. Oh, he will get caught out in the end. I love it. It's just little flashy things that are good for 1 kill. And it's just keeping OG on their toes. Looks like they will secure their 7th round on the board, trying to get a way back in to this second half. We said the defense for the Falcons was notably weaker than the attack. Yet to see them with guns yet, though.
Feels like across CSGO's continued history, Overpass, well known for boosts. Various descriptions we've had, obviously. Some infamous boosts. We've had some pretty cool ones. You know, the innovations that have come through slowly over time. Like the one we're seeing in towards sandbags, that's a fairly new boost in terms of how often we're seeing that deployed. See a lot of different boosts. Boost up on towards long, towards the sign. See the boost, the triple man boost from T-Spawn to catch off the players dropping out of heaven. It's a very cool map like that.
You were speaking about Masuta. We were saying about Vitality. Well, there's a coach on Vitality that believes in 11-4 being the most dangerous scoreline. And while we are kind of seeing it, Falcons have invested now with the guns. Maka, more importantly, on the AWP, uncontested, because Dexter is just on an AK. Bit more of a default round for OG. 3 players leaning towards this B side of the map, and flashbangs are plenty to try and set Neofrag up for some control towards long.
See if OG can repeat some of the success that Falcons had towards the B-bomb site. Falcons, I think, from the same hidden sheet, taking short control, just as OG were doing on their side. But no kills coming through just yet. They're looking for them, and here they come. Python up on the railings, able to find 2. Fiku gets the trade. The damage is done, the man advantage in towards the CTs. That bomb is now scurrying all over the shop. Fiku's gonna fall back to the utility, and Dexter is gonna find a kill onto Masuda. Putting us back now into this 3 versus 3, but Maka, he's creeping forward with the AWP. There's a T on the other side of there. Neofrag gonna walk right in, but walks past the scope. Able to find Maka's head. Oh, now Dexter, he gets his hands on his favorite weapon as well.
MBK's rotated in though. He is behind Dice. You have to find so much impact, and there's a good start. And a good dink on towards Neofrag. Barely walks away alive. And what a play from OG. Taking the control over towards A. Completely circumnavigating, going all the way around towards this B-bomb site. Haji knows what's up, is running through connector. And Neofrag is temporarily out of the equation. If Haji moves fast enough, he could actually catch out Fiku.
Yeah, Neofrag is a great post-plant situation though. His position in from heaven. He is fantastic, but yeah, you're right. All on Fiku here, holding for Haji. And Haji has revealed himself, spamming off the bullets. Fiku, look at this. He's looking to reposition all the way around and catch the flank. And in fact, Haji, on not fighting anything, he's just backing out. The money's not great for Falcons. Want to hold on to these rifles. Despite that man advantage early on, for Falcons, OGs, these spots, they're able to find the opening there. In towards A. Dexter finds a kill short as well. And they get the round.
Hawk recovered. Can still buy this CT side, but yet to post around on the defense. So far, since the sides have swapped over, it's all been OG esports. Maka will be wielding the AWP. Going for a peek in towards mid as well. Haji just waving him off. For OG, it's much more of the same. Good nade. Think down low. This spam, we saw Nexa doing it. It works both ways on the wood. Ooh, and Haji has to move away.
Good early damage, but unconfirmed as I was thought down. What's Fiku on the drive-by? MVK removed. That one looked a bit crazy. Fully in motion as he hits that headshot. And the one tap as well. Okay, Fiku. OG here to play. Gosh, right, your mind's back to what this scoreline looked like. Now look how close it's coming. 3 rounds out of the deficit. OG with 4 consecutive on the T side. Falcons yet to get one on the defense. OG is walking into this stack though, so this could be the opportunity.
Masuta goes even. Here's that utility now. Second wave of it. Haji just holding left click. Good for the first. Tries to duck in and out of the water. Great team flash by Maka. And Haji does it all with the USP. Stays alive. Gets a hat trick of kills from the water. And Falcons, we asked them to produce a CT round. And what a way to perform it.
That was with the man disadvantage as well. But a great CT set up there on the defense, and obviously the individual heroics of Haji there. Gets them up to 12. Keeps OG on notice, and because some of these rounds have been so close, look what it's done to OG. Despite 4 consecutive prior to this, 3 AKs and 2 pistols. It's not ideal. Their AWP. Maka has 1. Falcons are moving all over the place. They have a lot of very passively set up players. Everyone is kind of in towards CT spawn, heaven, bank. Except for the sole player in Python, who is out towards toxic.
I'm just so impressed by that flash from Maka in that last round. Lets Haji do everything. OG lining up like a snake, trying to sliver their way down in towards this toilet's position. They're waiting so patiently. They're waiting for this push from the Falcons, but in actual fact, it's never really going to come in. 50 seconds left, and oh, no team has really moved anywhere on the map.
Such a strange round. Falcons, they have the full buy. Full invest into this one. They're holding so passive. And it's working perfectly. They've got so much utility left, so little time on the clock now. And that's the information. The bomb is spotted, the kills coming through for the CTs. They have everything here for the defense. Maka with the AWP finding 1 as well. No G, they are just getting picked apart as they try to make their way in. Nearfrag trying to take ground. There's only 10 seconds left. Dexter has found a kill through the smoke. Now he's the only one remaining, and he gets removed. Falcons, they sit back and let OG come to them, and it pays off.
Oh, got a little bit of a match pause now. That's okay. Just trying to figure out what's going on. We might have a little bit of server lag. So hopefully that gets resolved nice and quick. The Falcons doing really well here. 13 rounds on the board.
Yeah, it started to look like OG were going to have a particularly solid T side, but after those 4 consecutive, Falcons are starting to get into the swing of things. Now they're looking poised for 14. OG Esports, look at the money. Dexter, the only one with a bit of extra cash, and well, he might just want to be holding on to some of that for a potential AWP, although I think with a loss bonus at 2 points isn't even going to be enough for that with armor. Falcons in a great position to get up to 14 when this pause does end. And then OG will be working with a 6th round deficit. Falcons really need 2 more for that RMR spot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that round's going to be reset. I don't know. Because it felt really weird, right? They were just waiting for so long at the back. And then, like, you see a player just kind of, like, glitching about. I'm not really too sure, but hopefully it can get resolved as soon as it can, and we can get things going. But despite that, we can just recap again, Lucy. Like, that is incredible from what we are seeing out of the Falcons right now. Like, I'm incredibly impressed for OG. They look strong out the gate. A little bit on Vertigo, but especially on Mirage, right? It was just the Dexter show having so much impact with the AWP just all around the server popping up, and given the money, and given actually, well, some rounds, he was just completely isolated, left on his own at A, just because of the nature of the Falcons just pressing the issue on B. Didn't really have to have the same amount of impact, had to go and try and find the kills. He's leading the scoreboard right now from this OG perspective, but otherwise it's not the same Dexter we saw on Mirage.
Not at all. I mean, it didn't help that OG just, yeah, felt suffocated on that CT side. Thankfully, they were able to get a couple towards the tail end. I think it was like a 10 or 11 to 2 scoreline at one stage. In fact, they're able to make that an 11-4 half and then get those 4 consecutive. Shows good signs from OG. Still so many more rounds to get. You know what's disappointing, Brandon? Overpass does not have any chickens on it.
So we can't even see the birthday hats.
Yeah, I was going to. It's not just because I love the little chickens. Obviously, I do, but it's because in the update they've added little hats to them, and that's just lovely, isn't it? Little birthday hats. Remember they used to do like the little Santa hats at Christmas. I remember, was there like ghost chickens at one point?
Yeah, for Halloween. Yeah, they had little the eyes cut out of the bed sheets.
Yeah, those are the days. Well, now it's the birthday hats. Sadly, none here. There is a party though, so that's something. We're on Overpass. It's a party. Everyone's celebrating CSGO's birthday.
Yeah, I guess we can talk about the update a little bit as well. So many maps were added into the pool. Not the competitive map pool. Not that we know of yet. I mean, that would be not ideal timing for CS to do that. But, you know, Tuscan is here. Anubis is back for people to play. Good old times.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that Tuscan was coming, right? It felt very much, very, very clear to the community that one was coming. So it's good to see it confirmed. Feels like maybe it's going to be similar to Ancient, where we get a bit of matchmaking and playtesting, and then I would not be surprised if we see it added to the competitive pool. Could potentially happen with the next operation that comes up, although who knows whether they want to do it before the major or not. Probably just enough time if they do it soon. Anubis is an interesting one to come back as well, right? I feel like to me that signals that maybe there's potential that gets added to the pool, right? Because that was in the game, I think that was Operation Shattered Web that one came through, so a couple of operations ago. And that was obviously removed when the operations changed. The fact that it's come back, we don't see many of these operation maps come back, Brandon. That signals to me that maybe Anubis might be here to stay.
I'm not sure. What I am sure of, though, is MBK is very talented. Look at him go. So much juggling going on, and well, I'll be honest with you, Lucy, I'm not really too sure what is happening. I know there's an issue of some description on the server, so what we are going to do in the meantime, guys, is we're going to throw it to a very short break, and hopefully when we come back all issues are resolved and we can get straight back on with the gameplay. Don't go too far. We'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Telling us what we can do, but here we are, showing them, making them wish they were you. We've heard the most when it comes to this, yeah, every shade of blue, but don't even care what they all say. They think we're out of control, yeah, truth be told, we know it, it's just the way we live, we own it. We love the thrill, we know it, it's just the way we live, we're grown-up kids. Just the way we live.
Yeah, They done told me to be myself, so when I went and found myself, the ones who told me back then, be true to who I am, ain't think we was really gonna win. Now they watching us from the sidelines while we trying to victories like we in high tides. I'm getting my prize, only thing my eyes is locked in on, $500,000 mine. I want it right now, don't waste my time. Family in a penthouse with a view sky high. Blood, sweat, and tears bring more to my eyes, cause a whole gang winning. I done gave my life, odds low, but we did it, ain't we? And we always moving, never on the same thing. Now our lives are highlight reel. We like the thrill, this life's ideal, the hype is real.
We know it, it's just the way we live. We own it, 'cause that we love the thrill. We know it, it's just the way we live. We're grown-up kids. It's just the way we live. We own it, 'cause that we love the thrill. We know it, it's just the way we live. We're grown-up kids. We're grown-up kids.
Well, guys, we're here. We're back. Everything's okay. Looks like the timer is ticking on down. 13-8, the current scoreline. OG have force bought into this one. Trying to make it work with just a couple of Tech 9s thrown in the mix with the majority of AKs. 4 players currently started on B for the Falcons.
That's where OG are at the minute. Short early on here. PQ takes a little bit of damage. Flash from Masuta. No one's going to be peeking off it. Oh, no, actually. Naka, he's going to find it with the AWP. Fully blinded, and now they're going to continue to aggress forward, but they're all falling apart here. Being picked to pieces. Fiku, the only one left, and he's just got a Deagle. Has picked up an AK. 4 enemies to find. The bomb has been delivered on a platter to Falcons. Fiku, the most he can hope for at this stage is just damage. I mean, he could try and save on to the AK, but it's not a great position to be in because they're forced into this one, which means the next round it's going to be a eco anyway. I guess one hero AK will have to do for that one.
The money's not in the great spot for the Falcons either, so it's not like they can really go hunting this weapon. So Fiku should be allowed an AK saved over. He's also holding the Deagle as his sidearm, so that could potentially be dropped over too because he has the body armor to retain this AK-47. But more importantly, Falcons, they will hit 14 rounds to 8 against OG, putting them just 2 steps closer to qualifying through our first qualifier of the European RMR.
Counter-terrorists win.
Going to be in a good position to do it. Money built up. OG's certainly not. AK and a Desert Eagle for Dexter. Everyone else working with Glocks. Not ideal. Really has to be Fiku to get it done here. See if he can find an opener with the AK. Or use his teammates as bait. Get the Glock players to swing out first. We can get the trades. Making their way out towards A at the moment. Fun little flash there from Python. The B site is quiet. So all these T's are grouped up in towards party. Celebrating Counter-Strike's 10-year anniversary. OG aren't going to be celebrating what they're working with this round though. They've created a fair bit of ground here. If they can catch Maka off guard with the AWP, overwhelm this sniper, there's a way into this round.
Well, Maka trying to do his best with the AWP to make sure that is not the case. answering the call early. Now OG creeping their way up towards this A-bomb site. But it is already completely defended by MBK. Look at him go with the spray. And Hadji. And now Falcons will hit 14. The scoreline, it was a little bit deceptive before. Before we went to a break, there was a little bit of a technical pause. The game got reset, but the scoreboard didn't update until the end of the round, which is why we had 13 twice. But we are all in the correct position. We are all correctly up to date. And Falcons now are 2 steps away from qualifying to the RMR.
Very, very close. Can chase it. Dexter brought out the Krieg. That's how you know things are getting desperate. See what he can get to. It's a swap up now. BQ is the one without a rifle. Everyone else has their hands on them. Similar defensive setup for Falcons. They do have a player in Maka out towards long though with the AWP, and that is where OG are looking to test. He's going to be holding this line. Actually going to start to aggress further forward. And the run boost comes through. Maka hits it, but Dexter with a quick one with the Krieg does remove him and can upgrade himself to the AWP. 4 versus 4 now. OG evening things back up. Potentially finding a way into the A site, having removed that AWP.
Flames could cut off this flank, and he will. MBK's dealt with. There is another player that could potentially run up the connector, but instead Masuta just decides to back off. And the Falcons right now, they're repositioning over towards this A-bomb site, which is currently the right call. But with 30 seconds left, OG could make their way all the way back down towards B. Doesn't seem to be the case, though. They're going to run the entirety of the way here. Flames needs to clear this corner because Hadji could spoil everything, and he does. But all the meanwhile, his teammates fall around him. Flames versus 2. Trying to clear out this truck position. We'll deal with the first, but not quite the second. Masuta trades out, and Falcons, well, they hit series point.
I feel like OG there really just drew that out unnecessarily. As soon as Flames catches MBK walking through, that should have been the go signal, but they just wait. They don't go off it. By the time they do go, the rotations have all come in towards A site. There was still plenty of utility for Falcons to work with as well, so even if they'd found openings, there were incendiaries that could have been put down onto dice. There was smoke for the retake. Falcons just had everything to work with, and this time around, well, kills go both ways. Hadji goes for the aggressive peek, finds a kill, but is removed shortly after. Oh, once again, it's the same situation, but Maka, he's found a no-scope. That is huge. Slows everything down here on this solid. Oh, he's going back for more. Can't quite hit it, though. He's going to be throwing down the smoke so he can escape, but he's already done so much for Falcons.
Maka, what are you doing? That is absolutely audacious. Masuta is locking in the B rotate. OG, it's still possible. But they just need to win this round, and it's already a long road back in. Because Masuta is in the perfect position here to counter out Dexter and Neofrag. Dexter needs to clear this corner. Masuta has slightly moved as well. If he tucks in under the stairs, which he might do, this could be off instead. Oh, it doesn't matter. Caught off guard. It's all onto Neofrag. But he can't find the kill either. Masuta will secure it. And the Falcons, they are your 4th team qualified in the RMR.
And what a